and welcome to CryptoBytes, the podcast where we find today's news and information in the crypto space and break it down into bite-sized chunks. I'm your host, Rick.
And this is Rob. Guys, thank you for tuning in again. Hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications for when we go live, and share the links.
Please.
If you're interested in $10 of free Bitcoin, all you have to do is go to the link above, swampbitcoin.com/AGC. Sign up, start stacking, get $10 of free Bitcoin. You can even gift Bitcoin to your friends.
Let's be honest here. If there's one crypto that you're going to want to hold on to, it's definitely Bitcoin.
Right. Let's get into this. Last week, we spoke about crypto bailouts, and I don't think it was hard for anyone who was looking at news in the crypto space to figure out what was coming down the pipeline, especially when you had these DeFi platforms like Celsius halting withdrawals from the platform. Is your crypto even there? They probably lost it, and scammy DeFi platforms like Curve or some other pools. 3AC is another one that had. I mean, it's like incestuous, right? They all lend to each other and put it on risky plays.
Right. I never even thought about it like that, but you're so right. It is incestuous. That's gross. Ugh. You're so right.
Right. So shortly after, or later in the week, towards the end of the week, typically on Fridays, if a piece of news is released, it's because it's meant to die for no one to take a look at. But luckily for us, the internet is forever and people are always on it. So, from Watcher Guru, Celsius prepares for potential bankruptcy. They hire bankruptcy lawyers. This set a lot of red flags. This set off a lot of red flags with people who have put their life savings, I don't know why they would do that, on Celsius to get a return, wondering, hey, am I able to get my my deposits? The answer is probably no. A month before they halted trading, the guy from Swan Bitcoin started amplifying their terms of service, and in their terms of service, it stated that your deposits, in case of a bankruptcy, like it would never happen, your deposits will be used as collateral to pay off Celsius's debts. And I know Celsius, they had Twitter spaces, they came out in public like, oh no, this is just language. We would never go bankrupt.
Well, when we said we'd never go bankrupt, we meant we'd never go Chapter 7. It's big difference, Chapter 13. Yeah, this verbiage, right?
Right. Or like human centipede. You didn't read the term of service? You didn't know that your whole life savings, the mortgage, the two mortgages you took out of your house is no longer there anymore? People were enticed by this 20% yield and too good to be true? Yeah, I would say so. But here's where it gets a little bit juicy. So today, Mike Alfred, love him or hate him, he's a character within the Cardano community. He's not part of the community, but he's like a butt of jokes. He's very critical. Sometimes he has good takes, sometimes he doesn't. But he reported this, and it got spread around the crypto news wires. So Alex Mashinsky, he is the CEO of Celsius. He was detained in an airport when he attempted to leave the country. Yeah, he goes on to say that most likely the FBI had gave him, I guess, some subpoenas, or maybe he's under investigation, and that's why he was flagged to not leave the country. It's unknown if he was released or he obviously was questioned, but this is, suspicious. Your company goes bankrupt. In the weeks before your declared bankruptcy or restructuring or halting withdrawals, people connected to wallets associated to Celsius, i.e. maybe your wife, was selling off crypto. People were reporting on that, and now we see him trying to leave the country, and he's being picked up by the FBI. This is just red flags all over things.
It sounds to me like you're a conspiracy theorist over here. These aren't red flags at all. These are perfectly normal behaviors of someone of a company that's doing real well.
Oh man, I have the perfect meme for that. It's Bugs Bunny and is it Bugs? Yeah, Bugs Bunny, and he has a crown, and a robot is like when your conspiracy tinfoil hat turns into a crown of truth. I don't know. It could be. It's just interesting how these chain events roll out. If there's smoke, there's probably fire. It's definitely worth investigating, and if he is under some sort of secret subpoena and flagged to not leave the country, at least to be detained for a bit and questioned. It's interesting, and look, we're seeing reports of, I would say, even fake news of where is it? Goldman Sachs um, raising funds to buy Celsius. Right, we saw that over the weekend, and that pumped up the price of Bitcoin. It turns out that is not the case. We also see that FTX is wants to buy out BlockFi. There was also news today that they're interested in buying out Robinhood. I mean, this is crazy. It's like how many you're putting your fingers in the holes of the dike trying to stop the leak, and it's just holding back all the ocean. Eventually, you're going to run out of fingers, and you can't stem the contagion. And this is what they're trying to do, right? If Goldman Sachs is trying to buy out Celsius, does Goldman Sachs have an interest in crypto? Were they doing some crypto dealings that were off books, or maybe the CEO has his personal stash in it, and he wants to get buy out the company so he gets paid in full? FTX, obviously, Sam said that it's in his best interest to kind of extend credits to these companies so that they can be whole. Obviously, he's trying to stem the contagion. I don't know if it's working, and obviously, we're seeing this little flat line in the price of Bitcoin. I think this might be the calm before the storm. Once news comes out that, like, in fact, like, Goldman Sachs is not buying out Celsius, and Sam can't stem the tide or can't stem the contagion, we're looking at.
Are you trying to tell me right now that you think crypto winter can get colder?
I think it could get colder. Yeah, I wouldn't put it off the table.
The crypto ice age?
I would not put it off the table.
I'm coining that right now. If and I'm just going to put one metric. If Bitcoin falls below 12,000, if Bitcoin loses double digits, crypto will basically be crumbling down and straight into my wallet.
Right, and it's not all bad news. Let's go to the next story from Bitcoin Archive. Grayscale has partnered with a firm to convert GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF.
Just say that in English. You lost me in the first
So if you're not familiar with Grayscale, they're basically a closed-end fund where people can deposit Bitcoin and they get shares of GBTC. During the bull market, there was a premium to those shares. So essentially, you can sell your shares for a higher price than what your Bitcoin is actually worth. Well, now there is no premium. There's actually I think around a 25 to 30% difference between the price of Bitcoin and the GBTC shares. So if you believe in Bitcoin going up, you might want to buy some GBTC because it is at a discount right now. So their whole scheme is to try to get that discount on par with where the price of Bitcoin is now. And they've been trying to fight for, I would say, a few years now for Bitcoin ETF. They said that, or Gary Gensler, he says that Bitcoin is a commodity. Grayscale is saying, well, why can't we have a Bitcoin ETF? You say it's a commodity. So there's... Right. Yeah, right. So will it get approved? I don't know, but this might be some good news within the crypto winter, and definitely an arbitrage opportunity. If you, like I said, if you believe in Bitcoin, or you believe that this might be the bottom of the crypto market, and there is a 25% discount to Bitcoin through Grayscale, why wouldn't anyone take that trade? My question is, why is there still a discount, right? What don't I know that someone within, with a lot of Wall Street experience does, or even
Please comment
Bitcoin
below.
experience.
You know what I mean? If you know, let us know. Just comment below.
Please
Hit
let
us
me
up in
know.
the chat.
Is this the time to buy Grayscale GBTC? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
Like
going
I
to look
said,
back on this video and I'm going to laugh at you when it really was. Rob called it. Rob called it. Not
well,
financial advice.
that's
Don't
why
do
you
it.
can average or cost average in at swanbitcoin.com/AGC. You can put in weekly buys at, $20 a week, or monthly buys, or just stack dollars until you have a certain amount and then purchase your Bitcoin. Easy way to do
Or,
it. Just go to the
if you're
link.
feeling real generous, you could just gift over some to AGC. More Bitcoin for us.
Right. So I say let's wrap it up here. The market is crazy. The news is just getting crazier. CEO of Celsius maybe trying to leave the country before his company implodes on itself. We're seeing
What's
fake.
something we can leave the listeners with, Rob? What's the one piece of advice all of this that they should be doing?
Yeah, take your crypto, your Bitcoin, your ADA off the exchanges and take possession of it in a hardware wallet, or at the very least, a paper wallet. Because again, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. We see this in BlockFi, we see this in Celsius. There's going to be a point, and there is already now, that you can't withdraw, and you'll be panicking. Most likely, you will
I can go
not.
further back. Remember Mount Gox?
Right. Most likely, you will not get paid out if you have assets in Celsius. You are on the very bottom of the list to ever get paid out. Most likely, you will not if they do declare Chapter 7.
So,
Bankruptcy.
own your stuff. Get it on. Put it in your own wallet.
Right. Right. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. You can follow me at Our Heroes Crypto. Thank you to our producer, Keys. If you're interested in anything related to NFTs, NFT news, NFT culture, you can follow him at NFTs with Keys. And with that, that's your Crypto Bite.